And we are back, continuing with the last episode of Control. AWE left off. How you folks doing? Oh, Hartman. Never mind, not Hartman. That should heal me. Okay, so we're almost out. We got like 2 or 3 more rooms we loop around. Which is fine, but he's probably going to be in this one. Yeah. Oh, big ass warehouse. Yep. Light. Yep.
Lots of dark corners to hide in. Okay, let's get the lights on and clear him out.
Fucking bitch! Hey Hartman, you crazy bastard, shut up! You Slenderman looking giant tree motherfucker. Oh no, that was way too easy. That was way too easy. All I had to do was move a car. Way too easy, I don't trust it.
Running off to now.
I didn't mean to pause. I keep clicking the wrong button all the fucking time, so just leave me be, Eagle Limited. The Bureau has gathered concrete evidence that the train derailment was in fact the work of a paracriminal group known as the Blank, which, according to the Bureau's intel, has shown a concerning interest in experimenting with the artificial manufacturing of altered items. Blah, blah, blah. Knowing the group largely operates in the American Midwest, the Bureau, alongside the FBI, worked to ascertain their movements and rendezvous locations. This cooperation provided agents with information that led to an arrest in conjunction with the AWE case. Under suspicion of involvement, Blank was brought in for questioning. An interrogation performed by Agent Blank resulted in the suspect being kept in a holding cell for 2 days without food, in breach of the Paracriminal Rights Act. Afterwards, the suspect confessed to his involvement in the Blank group and provided information on other members in exchange for his freedom. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so there's nothing in here.
Agent Guthrie, interrogation 4C pertaining to the Eagle Limited incident and subsequent, state alteration.
Look, buddy, I have no clue what you're talking about.
So you deny being a part of a radical group aiming to affect inanimate objects in a manner that would yield, unusual results?
Yeah, I deny. But hey, tell me more about these results. They sound real unusual.
I'm sure you recognize that the measures this group of yours takes to achieve their goals can be considered acts of terrorism.
Goals? Measures? You're being very vague. Did you know you're being very vague?
All right, 62 dead. Passengers and crew, innocent people. Still sound vague to you?
You might as well stop wasting both our time. I won't say anything, and you can't say anything. I know you can't.
Tell you what I can do. I can throw your sorry ass in one of our cozy containment cells. You can rot there until you're ready to talk. Or you could just save us both the trouble and tell me all about how you're going around creating altered items. How's that sound? Did you really think we wouldn't catch on to you? We always do. Always. So you might as well come clean. For your sake.
I think I'll just talk to my lawyer.
And we're still waiting.
That's not how it works around here, buddy. But tell you what, why don't I leave you here to think on it for a while? See you in a couple of days.
Wait!
It said Mobile Lab 2. Is there no Mobile Lab 1? Shaded specimen captured. Formerly Dr. Hartman, an alert from the blank WA monitoring station indicated minor activity, Bright Falls, WA monitoring station, indicated minor blank activity in the area. Agent Estevez was dispatched to investigate inside his lodge. She discovered the facility's former owner, Dr. Hartman, had been converted to a shaded individual per definitions, etc., 634-1923, and displayed violent behavior characteristic of its type. Agent Estevez alerted the on-site research team to the specimen's presence, and with some difficulty, it was successfully contained in a Black Rock cell. The cell and its inhabitant were transported safely back to HQ, where the specimen remains detained in the blank sector as part of the blank, Bright Falls AWE investigation. Once the investigation is closed, research teams have petitioned to relocate the specimen to their sector for study, blah, blah, blah. Refer to file 511023 for full report, 0203 for report. Okay, that's a dodge, but I'll still take it. Motel complaint. Hello. Hey, Stu, did you hear about Fisher? Got himself in trouble in the motel. Why the hell does anyone volunteer to stay out? That place gives me the creeps. But hey, at least he came back, if you can call it that. I saw some of the footage they pulled out of there with him. Tom down in evidence processing showed me crazy stuff. Fisher had the camera pointed at himself half the time. Guessing he went nuts on one day. He did catch it, though. Got one of those fiber optic cameras under the door of the room he was hiding in and recorded something in the hall. Looked like a shadow, maybe human. Tom tried to get the quality up, but it's still blurry as fuck. Just reaffirms my position. Stay the fuck out of the motel. Anyway, up for some shoom later. Lisa got up to an hour and 38 minutes. Yesterday, new record to beat. See you, Dave. Okay, AWE transit base, so we're looping back.
Lights on.
That's one, I guess. Great. Fuck, I gotta take them out of here, powering the lights to get out of here. Oh, god damn it. Just 2 more power cores. God damn, at least they're all in one place. One more. You can't touch me right now, Hartman. I am safe. Yeah, you just stand there like a big old bitch, Hartman.
Where's the switch?
Oh, damn, I actually made the shot from there. Oh, that was badass. Goodbye, Hartman. I'll see you in the Bright Falls AWE. Ha 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 ha! And fast travel, and that's the one I want, and let's go. And that was quick as fuck. Up the elevator! Did I just fuck this up? Do I need to go back up? I feel like I fucked this up. I keep doing that today. I keep clicking start and select and, pausing it. I don't mean to. It's just trying to figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. And the game's like, haha, you're fucking this up. You're blowing it. You're pressing all the wrong buttons. Just gonna go back to that one since I don't know where I'm going from here. That just makes more sense to me than run around for 10 minutes. Weird I could shoot in this elevator and not in the other ones, though.
Director, ma'am. Great timing. Hartman just came through here. God, he was hideous. He tore the security door to the Bright Falls AWE site wide open. He was so ugly. Like, wow. I got a good look at him, and Christ, he does not look like he used to. The hiss must have messed him up or something. He looks like a bar rag that's been twisted by the world's strongest man. Or a monster from some 80s horror movie. Back when it was all practical effects? Ugh, nasty.
Real
Did you say
professional,
something?
Winston.
Remember, I can't hear you. Never mind, just go after Hartman. Ugh, so disgusting.
Anyway, back to the missions I was looking at earlier. No, no, no. I have 19 active missions. God damn, man. Holy fuck.
genius wants to hide the past and make me lose my way. I trust what I read on these pages. I wrote them for a reason. Cut through the reality, tear it apart, and rewrite it. They are drawn to the mystery.
Let's hope you are too, Alan.
Let's go take care of it.
Fucking mini boss fights, man. Get shit on. And lower, let's go, lawn mowers.
Thank you for meeting with us again, Dr. Hoffman.
It's my pleasure, gentlemen. The information I've provided thus far has been of some small use.
It's been invaluable, Doctor. Really, we have a much clearer picture of this event, thanks to your accounts.
Well, I do consider myself a keen observer of...
We did have one question, though. You mentioned in an earlier conversation that your patients displayed, and I'm paraphrasing here, unnatural abilities that you in fact encouraged during their time in your lodge. It'd be very helpful if you could fill us in on the details there.
Of course. Like yourselves, I work to understand and even bend the rules of our earthly paradigm. My patient's well-being was paramount, of course, but I would hardly be a man of science if I did not reach out at the underlying truth. As I stated in my written proposal, I believe working alongside your organization could be greatly beneficial to both parties. Sharing notes, as they say.
Thank you, Doctor. That's all we need to hear. Remy?
Dr. Emil Hartman, you have been found in breach of Codes 4, 8, and 74 of the Federal Bureau of Control Criminal Offenses.
What? You can't do this? I am a well-connected man. You're making a dire mistake, my friend.
You will be detained until further notice, and all personal property will be confiscated, including the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
That's preposterous. You can't just seize my property. I'm a United States citizen. I have rights. That lodge is my life's work.
And they're the government, and they look into weird shit. So good luck, Doc.
You have to listen to me. You have to listen.
One, two, three.
I've forgotten again.
Alan?
I had a plan. I know it. I've forgotten.
More glimpses of what's to come, Mr. Wake?
He's coming. I've got to get out of here. Dive deep.
Whatever is going on with Wake, he clearly needs some help.
I mean, I'd like to look around really quick and make sure I don't miss anything before we just leave, but... Oh. The fuck just happened?
Going mad. Wake had to escape, right? His escape. Wake needed a hero. A hero needed a crisis. For the part in the story about the government agency, Wake needed something special, something to convey an alien force mimicking human intelligence.
Oh? Did he write Control? I mean, I was bullshitting that theory, but maybe there's some merit to it after all? That was just me spitballing things that I knew and maybe that I could think of, and maybe I wasn't wrong. Alice Wake interview. After reaching out to the Bureau, Alice Wake was brought into the oldest house for an interview on blank 2017. See file blank for full transcript. The interview, conducted by Agent Shaw and Dempsey, revealed that Mrs. Wake has had a recurring nightly visitations from her missing ex-husband in her New York apartment. Blank address. Mr. Wake appears out of nowhere, rushes at her down the corridor. According to her impression, he appears crazy and horrifying, clearly coming at her with violent intent. Mrs. Wake believes that he is haunting her, insisting he's not Alan but a fucking monster in his body. Yep, Mr. Scratch. Mrs. Wake has not been sleeping out of fear of these visits. Her attempts to keep the lights on through the night result in relevant hallway bulbs breaking every night, possibly indicating the involvement of blank. Further investigation required. We propose installing monitoring equipment in the apartment. Copies of supply request form L5014 have been sent to Mr. Kirkland in administration for approval. Fun.
Another replica. Like the one they made for Ordinary.
This is the director. I need backup at my location.
Nice to see a director out in the field.
And then it said something about Wake evidence. Hold on. A photograph of Alan Wake captured by Alice Wake during an event in her home. Alice Wake, former wife of Alan Wake, see AWE 35 for details, has been recently visited at night by her ex-husband or entity resembling him. See file blank for more. Being a professional photographer, Mrs. Wake positioned cameras with motion sensors around the corridor he appears in and managed to capture an image of Mr. Wake on film. During an interview with Mrs. Wake, she mentioned that her favorite camera, a blank model she lost in 2010 during the AWE 35. No match has been found among the confiscated evidence from AWE 35. It has been filed as a potential altered item, and the research staff stationed at Bright Falls are being contacted to check if they have any knowledge of such an item.
These are the notes of Dr. Emil Hartman. I am continuing my work alone again, since certain parties were too blind to recognize a golden opportunity. Despite my generous offers, the conversations came to naught. Some people simply do not value collaboration as I do. Though I believe now that it was for the best. The sort of bold, pioneering work that I am undertaking cannot thrive under the shackles of bureaucracy and regulation. I have a history of seeking such partnerships. There was a time when I had hoped Alan Wake and I could collaborate. Together we could have produced art such that the world has never seen. Wake was stumped, egotistical. Writers usually are. Disappointing nonetheless. But now, like Tom before him, Wake has disappeared into Cauldron Lake. And this is where my work turns hypothetical. Since he was lost to the lake, Thomas Zane has been observed by various townspeople.
Okay.
It's to me that the individual
So Wake went in and Zane came out?
entirely gone. I anticipate Wake will similarly return. I may harbor some resentment. His raw talent and determination are undeniable. From this, I have concluded that the lake and the dark lakes within it are not as removed from this world as I previously thought. Given my acute awareness of what awaits within, my meticulous preparations, and my considerable education, I believe myself much more prepared than either Tom or Wake. I should be able to cross into that dark realm with the chance to return as they did. All that remains is the dive itself. It's me, I admit. It's the burden.
You don't need that power, Hartman.
I will take my plunge into the dark tomorrow with only the light of knowledge to guide me. It is time for a breakthrough. Until I return.
And I have 2 Bright Falls to look at. So, 76 summary. An unconfirmed threshold manifestation occurred at Cauldron Lake, Washington. The citizens of Bright Falls had gathered in the town's southwestern fields for the annual festival known as Deer Fest. Eyewitnesses all claimed that the day had been sunny, confirmed by reviews of the area's weather reports. But then, no warning, a thunderstorm appeared in the direction of the Anderson farm, and a tornado rose from Cauldron Lake. The torrential rain that followed caused a flash flood. It was of day, it turned to night. Testimony from blank Frank Breaker, the sheriff of Bright Falls, formerly a bureau agent. See employee file blank, managed to guide the crowd to safety as festival grounds were destroyed by the flood. The festival was canceled, ending 1 day early. Lack of official bureau presence on the scene makes this event difficult to report as a confirmed AWE, though the similarity to other known events in Bright Falls area lend credence to the accounts of the townspeople. Supplement. On the day of the flooding, the rock band, the Old Guards of Asgard, was rehearsing in a field outside the Anderson farm, the homestead of band members Odin and Tor Anderson. Both admitted being in a heavy state of inebriation at the time, having spent days drinking their home-brewed moonshine while celebrating Deerfest. After the townspeople were evacuated from the flooding field, Sheriff Breaker was asked by Freya Anderson, daughter of Tori Anderson, to check on her father and uncle. Breaker drove to the Anderson farm and found the band members alive but in need of medical aid. Tor had been struck by lightning, and Odin had cut out his own right eye, a possible reference to the Norse deities, Odin and Thor. They claimed that they had fought and valiantly defeated a dark army of the Scratching Hag, rising from Cauldron Lake. See AWE Blank of 1970, related to the suspected Blanket Diver's Isle. While impossible to verify, these events are relevant to the recurring AWE Bright Falls and the Cauldron Lake Blank. Odin and Tor Anderson have been listed as persons of interest. Yeah, no shit. It's not the right switch. If all of them are lit, I should be able to hit something. There it is. Turn the lights on!
Attack from the side!
Placing lights. You are placed well on the eyes.
Not today, Hartman! Goodbye, Hartman! Oh, shit.
The Federal Bureau of Control!
No, the battery fell. Oh, no. Not today, bitch! Nope. You gotta run. You gotta run. You gotta run. Oh, you son of a bitch, Hartman. Almost fucking had your ass. Alright, Hartman, you wanna play? Let's do this again. Wait.
This is the director. I need a ranger at this location immediately.
Bring us together! Go around him!
Hartman, you fucking bitch. I think he took out my ranger. Because I don't hear my ranger anymore, so fun. Okay. Fuck off, Hartman, you cunt. Yeah, now I'm probably gonna die. If I can't rush this really quick and get over there to grab some health, I'm absolutely gonna die. Yeah, I fucking knew it. I called it. What did I tell you?
Director Faden here. Send backup to my location.
We're in this together.
Oh, I'd fucking hope so. Come on, Hartman. Let's get a double. And that's not working. I'm gonna have to go into the light. Don't kill him, we can always use another. My ranger even still alive. Yeah, I just saw his green little flicker. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm absolutely gonna die. You can try, Hartman. Oh shit. You son of a bitch, you're almost dead too.
apartment
Gotcha.
won't be a problem anymore, Langston. But investigations need someone to run it. Interested?
I've seen what happens to sector heads, ma'am. No, thank you. Ma'am, I'm getting something on my terminal here, an AWE alert from Bright Falls, Washington. But it might be a glitch.
What?
The date's all wrong, a couple of years in the future.
What?
And we're in lockdown. There shouldn't be any incoming signals.
Maybe it was active before we went into lockdown?
Alan Wake is coming back. That's what
Are
it
there
means.
agents on site?
Let me check. Agent Estevez is the field agent in charge of monitoring the site, so she should be there to let us know if the situation has been through any major changes.
But he's coming back. Hello, Alan.
Thing is set in motion. If the alarm's true, then so is the reason for the alarm. The effect must follow the cause. It's happening again. A return. You have been warned.
Well, cool. So we won. Then that's it. I've done both the DLCs. So, now that we are currently safe, I guess, let me get back to the point. And I'll end the episode. And I'll give my review of Control. Since when I beat the main game, I didn't really give a review.
Dylan cell. I wonder if they treated him as badly.
Let's see what we can grab. Yeah, we can grab that. Okay. Anyway, since we're here and I've beaten both DLCs and it's the end, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I love a game where it's like weird Twilight Zone, Bermuda Triangle stuff. I'm really into the creepy stuff, like all that. That's a vibe for me. And I love a good mystery. I love it. This game felt like watching the Twilight Zone, any of the shows of the Twilight Zone. Just, it was there. Or like Fact or Fake Paranormal Files or something like that. It was great. And minus the resolution issues I had back in the old days of last year. No, not last year. 2 years ago and some problems before that. 9.5, great game. Recommend it. If you played Alan Wake, definitely, play it to continue your story of Alan Wake. If you haven't, play Alan Wake, then play this. They're all connected to a degree. And I really loved it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed playing it. And hopefully I'll see you guys when I upload Alan Wake 2. But obviously this has to be uploaded first. I'm still going to record Alan Wake 2 because I finished this. But I'm going to upload this before Alan Wake 2 gets uploaded. So bear with me on that. And hopefully I catch you guys in whatever I do next. Goodbye, everybody. See you later.